Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Iram Yusuf here, and I'll teach you Muslim rule in subcontinent. Rather, I'll discuss with you people. So, in Muslim rule in subcontinent, which will be helpful in CSS and PMS examination, we'll discuss about the arrival of Arab and their invasion and how they conquered the different parts of subcontinent. To begin with, we'll discuss the first point that there was territorial proximity between the coast of the Sindh and the southern Arab. So, because of the territorial proximity, because of the coast of the Sindh were nearest to the southern Arab. So there happened a relationship and trade ties between the both. So Arab traders who used to trade from the different neighboring countries, different neighboring territories, they started shipping of the different spices and articles and different products, different raw products from the Indian ports from the subcontinent through the Indian Ocean to the Yemen. So this was actually the sea route, and through the sea route, all the products, all the raw material, different resources, they trade from the Indian ports to the Yemen. And then from the Arab, Yemen, the part of Arab, all those goods and products were carried through the land track, through the land route to the Syrian ports. And again, from the Syrian ports, all the goods again shipped through the sea route to Egypt and Europe, where all the articles were demanded by the people of the Egypt and Europe. This is how trade ties went on among the different territories. And in the ancient time period, there was a risk of robbery by the pirates and sea robbers to loot the different belongings and luggage of the traders. And this happened with the Arab traders as well. And whenever such thing happened, such incident happened with the people, the regional ruler often hand over the widows and the left out traders to the ruler of the Arab, and the ruler at that time was the Hajjaj bin Yusuf. So the first point of conflict, or the first bone of contention between the Arab and subcontinent happened, or that became the cause of the incident, or that incident enraged the Arabs to invade the subcontinent. That was the thing that the traders were robbed by the pirates, and their booty and their widows were sent on the route to Arab, that were sent by the regional ruler. But all those things were again robbed by the subcontinent robbers, by the people of the subcontinent near the Dibel. So the Dibel was actually the port near Karachi. And that at that Dibel point, when this message went to the came into knowledge of Hajjaj, he protested against this thing, and he demanded the captives and recovery of the different products, different trier and the widows of the murdered traders. So Raja Dahir was the ruler in the Sindh, and he responded aggressively to the message of the Hajjaj. So this enraged the Hajjaj, as Hajjaj was also very controversial ruler of the Arab. He was very short-tempered, but he was a strict administrative. So he resolved to take punitive measures against the Dahir. This incident became the bone of contention And at the same time, the Hajjaj got the viceroyalty for a longer time period, and his tenure was extended. So when his tenure was extended, he resolved to take strict action against the non-Muslim neighbors. So he sent his groups of invaders to Sindh twice, that remained unsuccessful. But there was the third invasion, in which he sent his own son-in-law, that was Muhammad bin Qasim, and he prepared thoroughly for this invasion. So he sent 6,000 horsemen and camel corps, and then the camel as well, 3,000, and all those marched to the Dibal through the way of Shiraz and Makran. But they all got reinforcement by the Raja Dahir as well. But they all were skillful, and they have had a ballista, as it is asked in the MCQs as well. So ballista was a manjanique sort of machine that was useful for throwing the different stones. So its name was Al-Arus. Al-Arus is the Arabic word for the bride. Okay, then Dibal fort was surrounded by a strong stone fortification, and it was not easy to conquer this place. But after a struggle, after a battle for a days, the Arabs remained successful in hoisting the Muslim flag first time on the soil of subcontinent. So actually Dahir was in misconception that he thought that Dibal is only a commercial place and it is not that important. So he was thinking to save the Brahmanabad, and that was the place where he himself was resided. So when Arab successfully captured the Dibal, they started proceeding toward the next place, toward the Brahmanabad. But there happened a disease as well, and that was the disease of scurvy. And in that disease, they remained for many months there. And waited to attack, to assault again to the subcontinent, to the rest of part. So but during this, there was the Neron and Seven Sharif, and they surrendered.